Let me find it. Right here. So I made a quick PowerPoint to go over what I learned today on this podcast. And like, again, it's called the Virtual Upline. And it was about 35 minutes, but it was really good what he said here. Stuff that I haven't, some of them I've heard before, but I figured I'm going to share it with you guys, but it's easier. I know we're all visual people. So I wanted to make a quick slideshow, and then I'll put this in a doc and save it in our team page too. So if anyone wants to refer back to it later. But I just wanted to go over this. And what he went over today was the 3 simple but very powerful phrases that will instantly make you a better recruiter. So it's mostly, for coaching when you want to start recruiting coaches. But I think you can use it either way. So let me just go to presentation mode here. So, okay, go here. So the basics of prospecting, which we all know is inviting. That scares a lot of people, which I understand because I still freeze up sometimes inviting people. But also the presentation. And his main focus is when you present the opportunity, don't talk. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to vomit all over them. And we've talked to a lot of people about this in our new coaches. We try to get them to understand that if someone's interested in the opportunity after the invite, you don't talk, you send them to what they call a third-party resource. So for us, we use the Team Beachbody coach opportunity video, which they just redid, which is really good. We put it in our coach, 3-day coach sneak peek group when we start talking in that group. But it's 7 minutes, and it really talks about what the business is, about the fitness. You see the Shakeology, and it talks about how you make commissions and stuff. It's a quick video, but I'm also going to work on the PowerPoint that Rebecca and I have done for our webinars. Is really good too, but I was going to record myself doing it, and so we could also use that if anyone ever needed it as a third-party resource. But for now, people could just use the Team Beachbody video, because what he wants you to understand is that, for one, you want to do these steps separately. You don't want to invite and present in the same message. You want to invite them first and then show them something later. So why does he want you to use this third-party resource? Well, once people are interested in learning more about the opportunity, they are watching every move we make. And so if they see how easy it is to invite somebody and then send somebody a third-party resource to explain this opportunity, we'll talk about the coaching opportunity, they see that this process is very easily duplicatable or easy to duplicate, and there's a better chance of them joining because there's not a lot to learn. You just invite someone, send them this presentation, instead of thinking they have to talk to them about everything, because they're not going to know everything when they start out as a new coach. So the Team Beachbody presentation, if people don't know what that is, I'll make sure I put it in our underneath the Zoom call link for this call, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But that is one third-party resource we use. But even if someone has questions about Shakeology, we have our Shakeology websites. That's a third-party resource. A brochure, a 3-way call, anything like that, it's a third-party resource. So it's just something you send somebody to explain the opportunity, but it's made by the company. So inviting is a gateway skill in network marketing. This is a network marketing business, like we all know, and we call it attraction marketing on social media. So he pretty much said that if you're a master in inviting, this is what he says, you can suck at everything else in the business. But if you know how to invite, you can still be very successful. If you are a great inviter, you can consistently get people in front of your presentation. You will always find people that are interested, and then they can help you with things that you aren't good at. As we grow our team, we've noticed we're all good at different things, and we all help build this team in different ways. And that's how we're all able to make it work. This is all about teamwork. So that's what he's talking about, how as long as you can invite people and get them into the company, then everybody uses their talents to help your team grow. If you aren't good at inviting, it doesn't matter how great you are at presenting, though, or how great you are at training, because if you don't have anyone to present to or train, then your business isn't going to grow. Next one here. So the 3 powerful phrases he talks to you about in this podcast. The first one is, it may or not be for you. Why is this so powerful and effective? It's because it's letting the prospect know ahead of time that it's okay if they aren't interested. It actually takes the pressure off them, because they know that there won't be any hard feelings if they tell you no. So they won't feel pressured to buy from you when you sit down with them or talk to them over the phone. So just remember, at the end of the day, we are just looking to share info with them, not sell them. We are just trying to help them make an educated decision. The second phrase he uses is, would you be open? So he mentions you can use this together with your first question, and I have an example here. If we said something, I have this opportunity you may be excited about, and at the end of the day, it may or not be for you, but let me ask, would you be open to watching a 7-minute video that explains more of what we do? Or if we're talking about the Shakeology, we're trying this product and let me know what you think. Again, there's no pressure there. You're telling them it's okay if they're not interested. So no pressure or being sold, and you never just give them information without setting up a specific time that they're going to watch it or when you follow up with them. So this is something that GoPro, Eric Worre talks about. He's a network marketing pro, for those that don't know that yet. But he talks about all the time, when you tell someone if they're interested in seeing the video, you have to make sure you set a follow-up time, or else you'll never have any success in getting these people to watch something. So if they give you a problem, he says, and they just keep asking you just to tell them over the phone, they may not be a good prospect. This is a sorting process. So if they're not being, compliant with you and not listening or teachable from the beginning, that's what he calls the sorting process. So just go back to the first question that you say, this may or not be for you, but would you mind watching this? And if they push you for more information, you can just always say something like, on second thought, maybe this isn't for you. Or he says, use this next question. I know I've known this one before, and this is really popular. If I, would you? So when we invite people to something, we need to create a sense of urgency and value. So if you say something like, if I sent you a 7-minute video, would you let me know what you like about what you see? Never say something like this. Hey, I'm going to send you a video. I want you to watch it, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. I said something like that to my son, and he goes, that sounds terrible. But when I turned it around, it sounded so much better. So when you're telling somebody what you're going to do, it's like you're steamrolling your prospect. You don't want to do that. So if they say yes after this third question, when you ask it the right way, the first step there, say there's one more step. You say, let me ask you this. In the next day or so, when do you think you could look at it? So this creates urgency, and it guides the prospect to make the appointment themselves. So it takes the pressure off you. It gives them control. They say tonight. You say, great, what time should I call you tomorrow? They say 6. You say, so if I call you at 6 tomorrow, will you have watched it by then? They say yes, and then you end the call. And then when you do call them, you're not going to be bothering them because they're the ones that set the time. They're the ones that told you what time they would watch it. And you could just call and say, hey, I'm just calling you like I promised I would, and when you asked me to. Did you get a chance to look at the video? So if they don't watch it, it happens. People are busy. It's going to happen. Just be understanding. Don't be all mad at them. Just say, okay, things come up. Totally understand. When do you think you'll have a chance to look at the video? They give you another time. If they continue to not watch it, it's okay. This also happens. It doesn't mean they're not interested, like they're saying no. It's just a no, not right now. But you can say, I'm getting from you, this isn't a good time. Is there a better time to follow up with you? I have many others I need to follow up with, so just let me know a good time that works for you. So this lets them think about, wow, there's other people he's talking to. So this must be some kind of opportunity I would want to be interested in. So just hearing you say you have many others you need to follow up with, it could just be one person. It just creates that sense of value too, that's what you have is valuable to other people. And it gives you posture. You don't want to sound needy. So remember, no one person can make or break your biz other than you. So don't be needy. And you don't need people if they don't, they're not interested. That's okay. It's totally fine. If you feel like you need people, then you'll never get them. So that's another thing he says. And the last tip he mentions is if it's the third or more message that you've sent them, you can just say something like, you're not interested, and that's totally fine. I don't want to bother you. So I will just cross you off my list for this opportunity. Let's keep in touch. And I guess he's stating that when you say to somebody that you're just going to cross them off your list, it's amazing how many people get back to you all of a sudden, because even though they have no idea what your list is, they just feel like they need to be a part of it. So what he says is that you have provoked a fear of loss, which is a very powerful motivator. So that was pretty much what the podcast all represented. Let me show that was it. Let me stop sharing here because someone messaged. We'll get real, I had to go. Okay, but I really liked his 3 phrases. So did you guys like what those 3 phrases were? I know I went through it quick, but I know everybody's tired tonight and Okay. It's just, they're really good. And I'll have this, like I said, I'll make a document so that we have all those phrases in this document in one place. But I really did like the call. So that podcast, you guys, like I said, it's called My Virtual Upline. It's just, when you start running your business, you want to learn from other things instead of just Beachbody. You want to learn what other entrepreneurs do. And I was recommended to that. I think some of the girls in our team, I heard of it before. So he has some other great podcasts that I'm going to start listening to, but I thought those were perfect. And so I'm going to start using those phrases when I start recruiting, but usually we start with the challenges first. Not many people start with what they call cold invites, where you just invite someone to the opportunity without them trying the products first. But some people you can, and they'll try the products, and then they love them, and then they want to coach and pay it forward. So I just wanted to go over that really quick because I really thought there was some valuable content in there that I wanted to share with you guys. So and that's it. Anybody have any comments, questions? How you guys doing, Amanda?
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been listening. My kid's throwing a temper tantrum.
Oh, it's okay.
Like fall out on the floor. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Really?
Oh, really?
Because I took my phone back.
Oh, you're such a bad aunt taking your phone back.
I know, and I wouldn't give him my pen, and he literally goes like this. What'd I do? He goes like this, watch. I wouldn't give my pen, he goes, oh!
Like he's falling on the floor and having a heart attack. Oh, that's cute.
Dramatic. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'll rewatch it later.
Amanda, that's okay. I understand. Believe me, I know how it is having young kids. Shoot, my cat's over here, and she's bugging me. So, but how you guys doing? Looks like I saw you guys.
When that happened, so.
I'm just glad you guys got on the call. It's always good to see you. I love seeing everything you guys are doing. So you're doing a great job still with your workouts and posting, and I see you're inviting people to the challenge group. So.
As we're both eating it. 80-20.
80-20, baby. That's my girl. 80-20.
That happens. I had a glass.
I had 3 beers last night for dinner, so that was my 80-20 rule.
Yeah, Dan gave me a beer post bike ride. I'm like, why did I need this? I did drink it. So, well, you guys are doing a great job, Amanda. I'm glad that we're back and you guys are figuring out a calendar because I know it's important because they're very organized. Amanda, you and Christine are very organized with what you guys are doing. I can tell you like organization. So,
well, that's why they like me.
I know. I love it. Brittany, did you have any questions about anything? I know you're working with Rebecca a lot, so.
I lost her.
What?
Oh, there she is. Did you have any questions on the call tonight? I know you've been talking a lot with Rebecca, so you might not have any questions, but I just wanted to open it up for any questions.
Sorry, I hit mute on my phone.
It's okay. We're just glad you're on the call with us. So, Natalie, how are you doing, Natalie, Miss Traveler?
All right. I liked the podcast verbiage you shared with us because I've been having a lot of conversations lately, but it's like 10 people and they message me about something and then I never hear back from them. And so, and like there was one girl who I was talking to, she opened up to me about a lot of stuff. And she was like basically saying like, I feel like I should tell you this because I'm you're going to be my coach and whatnot. She was all in for the health bet. Last Friday, she said she was going to get her challenge pack. And then I see she unfriended me on Facebook and hasn't answered any of my messages. So I just kind of said, what did I say? I found this really good script from Raina Odell, but I basically said like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I've reached out to you, a few times with no success. And I hope I didn't offend you, but I'm just going to take you off my list. But if coaching or a group is ever something you'd like to chat about in the future, don't hesitate to message me. I'd be happy to give you more info. I'm not going anywhere. You know where to find me. And then I said, like, best luck on your marathon in the fall and left it at that because I was just like,
What the
She
heck?
really, like, we were chatting like best friends, and she literally told me, she's like, oh, I wish you lived here because we would totally be best friends. And so I don't know. I just get like into these deep conversations with people, and I'm not sure if they get like scared because they have opened up or what, but so yeah, that's what's been happening with me, and I'm like, what is wrong with my scripts? Like what I'm saying, like I don't know what to do anymore.
I can't believe she unfriended you. That's sad.
Yeah, so
That happened to me once. Once or twice I've had that happen where someone has actually unfriended me and I went, okay, and I sent the same type of message. And it was just kind of like, okay, my apologies, no big deal. And then slowly I've noticed that they friend me again, and then they follow in and liking my posts again.
Yeah.
And so it's been interesting. So yeah, just one of those things.
Not now, but I've been getting so many not nows that I guess just keep getting that now. Keep getting that now.
We got to go through that process, right? It's part of the elimination process.
So it's been good though to just practice like how to, message people. Like these have all been cold messages. So like that's pretty much. I haven't touched my warm market for a very long time, and so it's just kind of like getting acquainted with that, getting familiar and comfortable, and it's just finding the right people. So.
Now, are these people are they runners? They're already pretty much into fitness, everyone that I've heard you talk to, right? They have their own thing they're already doing?
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of them, though, they're just, like, stuck in a rut. They aren't tied to one thing, except that one girl was.
Right.
But, yeah, this one girl, she's just, like, she's a blogger. So she kills it on social media, but she's a marathon runner. Her goal is to run a marathon in every state, which is awesome. And and she was just saying like I just need help like with eating, and she's kind of battling a little bit of an eating disorder, and just like she kind of opened all of that up to me, and like I'm totally attracting the people that I want to be attracting to and that I want to help, but I think also, too, they are people like me who get excited about something and then they don't have confidence in themselves at a certain point. And so it's kind of like, get to where I am now so that you do have confidence. Just say yes. But, that's kind of, I've had a few people like, girls who have had severe eating disorders in the past, and it's good. I still have them in my network, but also, I just don't feel like they're at a point to where they can commit to something like this. So
That's too bad because you do have so many great prospects.
Yeah. But yeah, just keep trying, and most of them are on Instagram, so I'm gonna keep going on Instagram.
Do you have fruit flies?
Yes. Oh, they got really bad. I don't know why my trap wasn't working because all summer long it's been working, and now it's not working. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I did my.
Which kind of trap are you using for your fruit flies?
I do apple cider vinegar, put a drop or two of soap, and then I cover it with saran wrap and poke holes in it.
I do mine.
That's kept it on the entire summer.
Yeah, I do mine with same thing, apple cider vinegar, and I'll put a piece of fruit in there with dish soap.
Oh, that's it.
I put a funnel. I don't put the plastic. It's just a funnel,
Okay.
a piece of paper. I know it works great too.
I don't ever use any paper or funnel. I just put that out there and they just go into it and die.
Well, this way they can't get out when they go through the funnel and the little holes. They can't get out. Yeah. So
But
that's
the dish soap is supposed to coat their wings so they can't fly.
yeah, and it also breaks the surface tension of the apple cider vinegar, so they fall in. But yeah. Well, Natalie, I know you always do a great job attracting the right people, so hopefully you'll get your people. Because
Yeah.
how's Jennifer doing?
Good. She seemed pretty busy last week, so I haven't really talked to her. I keep saying, let me know when you can hop on the phone. I just need to tell her when to hop on the phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So, and yeah, I just, I gave her, kind of the materials and whatnot, and I think I need to go through things with her. But I think right now, like, she really wanted to just focus on herself right now.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, but she's been posting in the group every day, and
Yeah.
her mom messaged me, and her mom said with the workouts, she's been loving it, but she doesn't like the Shakeology, the vegan. It's got too much of a aftertaste for her, and so I kind of suggested maybe doing like half and making it like with a green smoothie like base. And then I think she's gonna order the sample pack to maybe try a different flavor.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I know sometimes it takes a few different ones. I know she liked vegan though, because her daughter's vegan, right? Or is she totally vegan too, the mom?
Yeah. She has been. Sorry, there's one. But but yeah,